Hello, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to get into our 8 essential exercises in just a moment. But first, folks, I'm not a lawyer, but I've been trying to convict myself of laziness for a very long time. I have arguments in my head like, Your Honor, she snoozed twice on Sunday. Or she says she's cleaning. I saw dust on the baseboards. And I don't understand, if I'm going to be this lawyer, why am I playing for the other side? I walked to the other side of the courtroom, and now I try to say things like, Your Honor, this is the earliest she's ever woken up in her life, including Sundays. And also, she is taking so much more responsibility than she used to for her life, and it's going pretty well. Because the thing is I can focus on my flaws, but it's not about ignoring the flaws. It's about I'm so much more than just my mistakes. So if we're going to be in court, let's be on our own side. Let's practice. Let's practice the movements that we can reach for when we're feeling away, too sad, or just sad enough to reach for a tool, or amped and hyper and feeling a little desperate is what I get sometimes. Like, I need something to happen. Let's use these tools so that when, for example, when I get amped up, I reach for a tool. When I get a little too emotional, I reach for the contact version, the exercise of gratitude, the meditation. Let's get into it. Let's get into our present moment, knowing that anything that happened before this, that's what was before. We don't need to focus on what's happening before or after. This is what we're doing now. If we can get into this present moment, these exercises will feel just a little bit easier. Let's practice. Let's get into our gratitude in the present moment. See what there is to be grateful for. Let's practice looking for one or more things to be grateful for right now. Let's wrap our practice for now. Find the water. And that's how I can go from, Your Honor, she doesn't appreciate anything, to, Your Honor, she just did a whole minute of a gratitude exercise. That's the proof. I appreciate things. Let's go into meditation. Pausing. Practice the pause. Otherwise, I'm going to go, 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 go. If I practice the pause, that muscle could be used a little bit easier later when I need it in different scenarios. Let's sit in any comfortable position. Eyes opened or closed. Breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. Maybe when I practice being still, I suddenly feel an itch soon as I decide to be still. And this is the practice of Do I have to feel everything that just comes into my mind? Can I ignore this itch? It's a little bit part of the practice. Not always. I can't always. Sometimes I can. Let's keep going. Let's write it down. All these thoughts in your head that you want to, let me speak for myself. Thoughts in my head that I maybe want to spit at people sometimes, like the words, not actual spit, that I want to just throw at people, throw my emotions at them, throw my bad day at them. Putting it on the piece of paper makes it a little bit easier to manage that emotion. And whatever emotion you're at, let's write anything down. It doesn't have to be emotional. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. Finding the practice also that just wrapping, leaving those words alone is part of the practice. So let's leave them, go into our yoga practice. Sun salutation coming at you. You can do whatever poses I'm mentioning throughout this flow and make it your own. Start by inhaling the arms up. And we're standing if we can stand. Reaching up, looking up, and fold forward. Hanging over the feet with a rounded back. You could bend your knees here, feeling the stretch in the back. When you're ready, flatten out the back, straighten out the back to let it be parallel to the ground and look up. Now let's meet in a high plank. Plant your palms down straight, step back into a high plank, and then with your elbows near your body, lower slowly all the way down. Once you're all the way down, push your palms, your chest comes up, your head comes up, look up. Let's meet in down dog, bending the knees and then picking the hips up into an upside down V with the body. Make any small movements here and then walk your feet forward towards your hands, then roll up, meeting the palms above the head and exhaling them down to the center of the chest. Those are the poses of a sun salutation. We can have some water. And really, there have been days where you could just reach up, touch your toes. That's fine. I've been waiting for the train and just kind of feeling stiff. I reach up, touch my toes, feel a little bit better. That's just the start of a sun salutation, but any stretch changes things. Let's go into our plank pose. Woo-wee. You ready for this? Get your mind ready. Get it willing. How willing are you? If you're not willing, be willing to be willing, but get in that ready mode. What's your ready mode? Let's find out. Let's practice that ready mode. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Now we're planking. As soon as you get into that plank pose, you did it. You said you were going to do it, and here you are in that pose for 10 seconds. Congratulations. And every time 1 second passes, feel free to congratulate yourself. We're in for 20 seconds. That's a big deal in plank life. We know that. We know as soon as we get in plank pose, this is a challenging pose. I'm using all of my muscles for 30 more seconds, but I can do it. How? I'm going to show my body. I'm going to show my mind. I'm going to talk to myself like I can do it and see if that changes things. For 20 seconds, I'm going to peck myself up, see if that works. I'm going to maybe grunt a little bit or maybe smile. I don't know. For 10 seconds, I'm going to experiment what keeps me up here when I want to be up here. For 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Come down off your plank. Maybe stretch your way back. Maybe just pause. finding water, finding credit for every single one of these exercises, especially the ones you don't want to do, you don't feel like doing, they're your least favorite. I mean, 8 exercises, one of them, at least one, you're not going to want to do. That one, when you do it, extra credit. Let's go into our procrastination. Is this the one you don't want to do? You're going to give yourself credit after you take a chance and through that fear, take on a task. Let's find the smallest thing we can do and do it right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding the water. Now, a lot of times with this exercise, I find that one of two things happen. Either you just prove to yourself that you can do a small task, you can find it, you can execute it, and you can maybe give yourself a little yippity, or you find that this is where you need help. Both those pieces of information are really good. That knowledge of knowing I could start things, I can stop things, I can choose things, or I need help starting, stopping, choosing. All great information. Let's keep going. Going into our connection minute. Maybe if you do need help, this is where you connect for today. Maybe with a therapist, a friend, a family member, a group, a like-minded group. Let's look for some connection. Even if we don't execute, let's get that muscle going right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. And again, we now have more information. Maybe I'm having trouble connecting today. Maybe that's where I need help. Again, just information. We don't have to do anything about it right now. Right now, we're moving into our final exercise. And we're already moving. If you're getting up, start getting up now. If you're going to be moving your arms, start moving your arms now. It's all right. We're going to get going in 3, 2, 1. And we're moving. We're officially moving. And if you started moving right now, fantastic. If you haven't, it's not too late. Please start now. That's 10 seconds. And keep this up. Even though we're still in the start of it, let's put some energy into it. That's 20 seconds. And I know even at the first half of this, it could start getting challenging. You could already be sweating. That's fine. For 30 more seconds, can you keep it up? And what are you trying to keep going? Your energy? Just the one movement? What do you need for 20 seconds to keep going? Maybe follow your breath, making sure that you're breathing. Maybe taking the pain off your face. If you don't need it, for 10 more seconds, let's find our energy and finish as great as our body and mind will allow for today for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Those are the exercises and the hydration Thank you for taking OMAT today.